Hi.
Hey,
Okay. We're back. We're back. Sorry. Technical difficulties. Not sure what happened. Not sure what happened. Anyway, you
yeah, pick me up.
I don't know what happened. Computer froze or something. So, now continue. We were talking about this soft life. Soft girl life, is that what you said?
Yeah.
I'd like to live a soft girl life. I like the sound of it. In theory, I don't know. I don't know that I don't know that I would be capable of doing it, and I still don't quite understand because what kind of life were you living before that you were not ever getting any time for you were not being treated
Yourself.
yeah, you weren't being treated properly, because to me that goes with the whole equal thing. I don't think that one person should be treated better than the other person. I think um, in order for a relationship to work properly, it has to be equal. So, I mean, there are times when I will do nice things for Aaron and I'll make sure that he's, happy and everything. And then there's times when, I'm having a day and he does nice things for me. Isn't that just what you do? I didn't.
Yeah, well, that's what you would like to think.
Or is that
You
just.
you would like to, and I guess in a perfect world, you would think that that's the way it goes, but
Is that not
uh,
not how these
in
younger.
actuality, that's
No?
that's not how a lot of relationships are.
Oh.
No, there are a lot of relationships in this day and era that are not like our relationships.
Well, yeah, but then you get out
And
of
I
those
can't even say it's
relationships.
just younger generation. Well, you do, but then when you meet someone that truly treats you the way you should have been treated in the beginning,
Okay.
you that's when people realize, "Oh, I wasn't getting this." So you don't know until you know, right? If
Right.
you're hanging around a bunch of people and everybody's basically griping about the same thing,
You
you
think
don't
it's
know that there's
normal.
something different out
Yeah.
there. You think it's normal.
You
It's
think
it's
it's
almost
normal.
like you hear about it and that's a fairy tale or that's a unicorn because it's not something that you're surrounded by,
Okay.
you know? So when you finally realize that, oh wait, no, it is there are relationships out here where I can be relaxed and, you know, feminine and not have to open my own car door or pay for every meal that I eat or I can come
Right.
home from work and put my feet up and I don't have to be running around like a crazy woman. There are relationships that allow that, and it's a lot of women apparently, because I didn't realize it was as many as there are until this whole thing came about. But apparently, there are a lot of people that never had that experience. And now they're experiencing it. And I'm going to tell you, I've seen more celebrities talk about the soft girl era
Okay.
or the soft girl life than a lot of regular people. It's like, wait, y'all aren't you're rich. Why aren't you have I would think you will always be in a spa or not having to stress
Right?
over certain things. Like you would think. But apparently, again, they're getting in relationships with men who feel just as entitled to those soft life, you
Okay.
know, benefits.
Huh.
Look, I don't have that life. I
I
can't
do
say one
not.
way or another. I
Mm-mm.
I don't have that issue. If I have an issue like that, it's because I chose it, not because it was thrust upon me. Like if I don't want to go to a spa, it's not because I can't. It's because I don't want to go to the spa. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I if I want to don't take a nap, it's not because I can't take a nap. It's because I don't want to. I'm not going to take a nap right now. It's a choice, right? I don't. I
Yeah.
can't relate. Let's just say I can't relate, but I do understand it. I understand what they're doing and what they're saying. I just can't relate.
Yeah, no, I can't relate
And
to it
I'm
either.
sorry. I feel bad that they have to relate. I feel bad that these young women and some older ones are not experiencing the fullness of a relationship.
Well, see, here's these are things that I've been learning though is it there's a lot of older divorces. You know, when we were probably in our 20s, we started to see it. So around the 80s, no, in late 80s, early 90s, the 90s, I think, was when we started to see some of the older couples getting divorces. And there was a lot of, you know, the kids would graduate from high school, and then all of a sudden the parents would be getting a divorce. There was a lot of that when I was in my late 20s. Maybe this is an
Yeah.
extension of that, because then from the 90s to now, women have sort of been learning what we deserve maybe in a relationship. I thought that we had already done that, but maybe that was just me. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I fully admit I learned things the hard way. I had a lot of really crappy relationships before I met Aaron, and when I met Aaron, I mean, people think it's both weird and they can't understand. We only dated for 3 months, and on our first date, because of the relationships that I had been in, I sat with him and I said point blank, "You have 3 months to impress me. If I see any of the red flags that I have learned over the past 10, 15 years, we won't go any further. This won't go any further. This is like it will just end. We'll call it, and no hard feelings." And at the end of the 3 months, we'll see where we are. We got married 3 months almost exactly to our first date. And that was 27 years ago. So I learned a lot of lessons the hard way, but I also learned how not to repeat them. And sometimes I do forget that other people maybe didn't do that. And sometimes women take a lot longer to learn things than we should. We put up with a lot of things that maybe we shouldn't. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just women are now getting a little bit more vocal with what they want, and they are not putting up with what they don't want. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I have no idea. I unfortunately, if you're not in a
I don't
relation,
know.
if you're not in another relationship, you don't know what's going on, right? And so it's hard to tell.
No, you don't. And with my nieces and my sons, I am a real hardcore proponent of dating,
Exactly.
like not claiming. Well, in our community, they claim each other quickly. You go out on one or two dates, and all of a sudden, that's your man, that's your woman. Y'all are in a relationship.
Okay.
Um, I I don't think that's wise. I think dating is the process of elimination. Dating is helping you decide and figure out what
Yes.
type of individual you want to be in a relationship with.
You will never
You
know
don't know
what
those things until you date.
exactly. You will never know what you don't want until you figure out what you do want. And the only way to do that
Right. And that's the
is
process of elimination.
that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So and I did that, and by the time I met Aaron, it was a very easy decision to make. like, okay, I asked all the
Yeah.
questions because I knew what to look for. I knew that I was
Yeah.
okay on my own. I don't need a relationship. I'd like to have one, but I don't need one. I'm okay on my own. And so I was in the right place at the right time. I think that's a lot of women make that mistake. They jump in too quick because they're not they don't they don't have the experience, and they haven't gone through all the things they needed to go through in order to see the red flags, to ask the questions, to be brave enough to walk away if they don't get what they want in that relationship before they get married. And you know, as a wedding planner, I saw that a lot. I saw so many women that were just focused on the wedding ceremony and the reception,
Yeah.
and they
Yeah.
hadn't asked the important questions in the relationship. And I saw so many divorces of some of the couples that Aaron and I were a part of their wedding, and it was so heartbreaking because we also saw it. Because but you can't say anything. I mean, that's not your place, but you could see it because the focus
Yeah.
was in
Yeah.
the
I mean,
wrong place.
it was in the wrong place.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
that was one of the reasons why I stopped doing weddings personally.
Yep.
And
It's
again, the
hard.
the company does weddings. I can't do them because I've had quite a few brides that, when you're sitting in a meeting with the couple and they're griping
Yeah.
at each other
Yeah.
over really insignificant details, like little teeny tiny bullcrap. The flavor of the cake, the color of a napkin, or
Yep.
where's somebody gonna sit when you're girl. A seating arrangement will make you lose your mind. Just all the back and forth that people go through over, my aunt can't sit over here and they won't be able to see this, and it's just weird. But I always say, and I tell all of my planners this: when you have a bride that is always upset about little things, the most insignificant things that no one else that's coming to the wedding is going to notice,
Yep.
understand that she's not upset about that.
There's something
She's
else.
she's truly she's truly second guessing her decision.
Mhm.
So she wants a picture perfect wedding so that she can feel okay
Mhm.
with the decision that she made.
Exactly.
You'd be surprised how many people want to save face. It's like, oh, I just got to save face. And they just,
Yeah.
I had to stop doing those weddings.
Yeah.
I could see them the first time we meet, and I always make it a priority. You have to meet both of them. I have to meet the bride and the groom.
Mhm.
A lot of times the bride wants to come with just her mom or her girlfriend. Nope,
Yep.
I need to meet the whole couple.
Mhm.
And you can tell
Yep.
they're like sitting on opposite sides, like no PDA, no no eye contact. Like, why can't y'all look at each other? No eye contact.
Yeah.
Everything is more of a bickering type, not a gentle answer. It's just like back and forth. And I'm just
Yeah.
like, I can't do this.
If you're
Like,
fighting
y'all
over
are not gonna
things,
drive me crazy.
if you're fighting over things like that, you are not going to be able to handle the big things that are coming your way. And there's a lot of big things that happen in
Exactly.
life. And if you don't have the right person, then it doesn't matter whether you're a really nice person or not, or he's a really nice person, or it just doesn't matter, because life is gonna throw some crap at you that you're gonna need to be able to get through without nitpicking at each other from the get-go, like right from the very beginning.
Yeah.
And I've seen that. I've also seen with
Yeah.
the jealousy. I saw a lot of that jealousy. That's not gonna that's gonna end in disaster, because if you can't, if there's no
Oh yeah. Yeah.
trust, you're you know you're telling her she shouldn't have worn that outfit to this meeting, or you know bickering about what happened last night when they were out at the club. Yeah, no. It kind of
Yeah,
made me
yeah.
want to
Or
tell
the
them
or
that,
the
don't do it, don't do this.
don't
No,
do right.
don't do
Or
it.
the line about the money. It's like
Yeah,
this is your first big joint investment,
yeah,
right? And you're already lying about the
right,
money. You're
right.
lying about
Yeah,
the flowers were $5,000 and you're gonna tell him it was 2,500.
right.
Why?
Yeah,
Why are you lying about the money? Right? Oh, he's not gonna want me.
she's
You're
gonna
missing the point though.
she's gonna be hiding the Amazon packages around the corner there, buddy. You need to keep an eye
Yeah.
on her. Let me recommend
But and
separate accounts.
he's going to be wondering, why are we always broke? Like, why,
Yeah,
where's the money going? Because she is an overspender and she covers up her overspending,
yeah,
and he is buying into it and believing it. And I'm just like, you know what?
yeah.
Sometimes I will have to say, girl, don't do that. Don't do that. Just, if you
That's
can't afford the doggone
yeah,
flowers, don't
yeah.
get the flowers.
Don't get the flowers.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
Don't get the flowers
yeah.
because it's not worth the mountain of lies and the trust that you're going to damage in the long run.
Right.
Like, trust is a commodity,
Maybe
and it's
maybe
not
now people are
given.
not thinking long term. Maybe that's what it is. I mean, when I got married, I was thinking like, you're stuck with me, dude. This is it. You're not going until you die. This is it. So if this isn't going to work,
They're not
we
thinking
need to
long
know
term.
now.
Mm-mm.
So I asked the
They're not thinking
questions.
long term.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Aaron, I mean,
No,
before
they're
we
not
said
thinking.
I do,
They're
Aaron and I knew how many kids we wanted to have. We knew what roles we were going to play in the in the marriage, like who would be doing what. We talked about
yeah,
everything.
yeah,
We would stay up
yeah,
hours talking and talking and talking. And sometimes
yeah.
I do forget that not everybody does that. I don't know why they don't, because they should. But a lot of people think if they just go to their pre-wedding classes, then they'll be fine. It doesn't work. A priest
No,
can't make
it doesn't work that way.
a priest can't make your relationship work. A priest can counsel you, and I'm pretty sure that that priest is most likely thinking the same thing that you and I are talking about right now, and thinking you shouldn't do this. You two should not be doing this. But it's not their place. Their place
Yeah.
is to help and guide and give advice, but not to fix. But I mean, maybe
Oh
that.
well, I'm gonna tell you, in Baptist and Church of God in Christ, they will not marry you if you are not. Yeah, that pastor will say, "I can't marry you. You got to find someone else." If it's that much of a separation there, and it's not a bridge that can be mended easily before the wedding, they
Right,
won't marry them. Now, I ain't gonna say all of them are like that, but the ones that we work with,
right,
they won't marry them because it's a bigger covenant. So they're there to protect the sanctity of the marriage. But let me tell you how a lot of couples are getting around that. They're not having real priests or pastors marry them anymore.
oh,
They're
there's
getting friends and family
from the
to go
internet.
online
Oh,
and
internet.
yeah.
Okay, okay, that's a
So
workaround.
in Virginia, yeah, well, in Virginia, they did pass a law some years ago that you can't do that here. Go on, you can't go on the internet and be ordained and marry someone here. But you have a lot of people that are, the other workaround with that is you have a lot of people that are ministers or ordained to marry someone, right? But they have no affiliation with the church in that capacity.
Okay,
That's all they do. It's a business. It's a business. So it's like, you can hire my services to marry you. That's it.
okay.
And that's a big thing. So that's the other workaround from having a minister who truly cares about your relationship not marry you. They're like, oh, well, if they won't marry us, we'll just hire somebody to do the job. And but they don't understand that there are certain things put in place to safeguard your union, and you got to take advice from someone other than your best friend who's still single and ain't never had a serious relationship in her life.
Right?
You got to take some advice from somebody that knows something, right? But they won't. They won't. They have these most extravagant weddings,
Yeah, I've seen
and then they
some.
stay married for 18 months. I'm
So,
like, aren't you still paying off the wedding?
so, well, maybe that's what it is then. They're just not thinking like till death do us part. They're just eliminating that part from the entire thought process. Then why not just live
I think
together?
so.
Because you want the party? Well, you can still have a party and live together. You don't need to say the vows. You don't need to commit. You can just have a party. Just
They want the women want to be called wifey. They want the commitment and the status. That's what it's the status. They want the status of a wife. They don't want to be the girlfriend. They don't want to be the forever fiance.
they want
They
the
want to
title.
be the wife. The title.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, okay.
But they don't understand what comes with the title.
Yeah.
There's a lot that comes with being a wife,
Yeah.
and they don't want to
Preach.
understand that part. They just want it's a lot. It's not for the weak.
Well, I
Okay.
mean, you and I are prime examples right now. I mean, if you need to think, is this person going to survive pregnancy with me and my hormones? Are they going to survive menopause, perimenopause, and aging with me? Are we going to be able to grow old together? See, this is what and I've met a
That
lot
part.
of people recently who a lot of men who are going through their midlife crisis because we're at that age, right? We're at your 50s is
Mhm.
where you go through your midlife crisis. Now, if you as man are going through that and you're doing all the things, you're losing weight, you're going and getting facials and massages and you're getting medical procedures done and everything to I don't know why you're then you're in the wrong marriage. If you are married and you're doing that, you are in the wrong marriage because unless your wife is at those appointments with you, you are doing that because you are looking for someone younger and you are trying to impress the younger ladies. Let's just call a spade a spade. That's exactly what it is.
See if they still got it. Hmm.
Exactly, because otherwise your wife would be doing that with you. You would be sitting down and having
Yeah.
that conversation and saying, listen, babe, maybe we should both go. How would you feel about both going and seeing about, getting rid of some of the wrinkles? You want to come with me? Let's go do some Botox together. We can both look. I, but if he's going out and that is a rule, that is a red flag that is like the size of Mount Rushmore that is waving in the background, and if you don't see it as a wife, then you're going to get everything you deserve. Because it's not. I mean, if I saw Aaron making appointments to go and he's going and he's buying new clothes and he's going and he's getting Botox and he's buying a new sports car and he's going out at nighttime to dancing or whatever it is he's doing while I'm at home, I'm thinking he's having an affair. I'm not thinking that he's just
Yeah.
doing it for self-care. He's not doing it for self-care. Men don't do stuff like that for self-care because he's already got a wife. He doesn't want self-care. She looks after him. But if he's doing stuff like that, yeah, he's looking to trade you in for 2 quarters because he doesn't want the 50 cents. That's exactly what he's doing. Make no mistake. Women are more obvious about it. Women don't do that. If women cheat, it's because they're not getting what they need emotionally. If a woman goes and gets Botox and colors her hair and gets new clothes, she's just doing that to make herself feel good. We don't do it because we're having an affair. We're doing it because we looked in the mirror and we didn't like what we saw, and 9 times out of 10, you're actually doing that for your partner because you want to look good for yourself, but you also want to look good for him. And so it's very, very different. If a man starts doing that, yeah, you gotta pay a little bit of attention. Pay attention. Yeah. Because otherwise you are growing old together. So, I mean, if you're both aging, then it's a slower process. But if he's waking up one day and he says to you, "I've got an appointment today, I'm going to get Botox," yeah, there's an issue. Unless you're going with him. If you're going with him, then that's fine. I have no problem with that.
I could even imagine my husband even wanting. He would think that was so feminine. He would not do something like that. He would be like, "That's such a girl thing to do."
But men don't need to. Like, men don't need to.
He would never. Yeah. Oh, we talked him into shaving his beard off.
Do we have pictures? Can you send me pictures? You don't have to post them now, but send me a picture, because I've only ever seen pictures of him and videos with his beard. I don't think
he shaved the beard off. I think around Father's Day, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, his birthday. No, it was Father's Day. It was Father's Day. Around that time, he shaved it off because he was like, "Dude, it's hot. You're making us hot looking at all that hair on your face,
right?
You know, like, cut it off and start again. You know, just, we know you can grow it now. It looks great. Let's just do it."
Congratulations.
And so he was only supposed to trim. Girl, that was a long time coming. We've been trying to talk him out of that beard for at least a year or so. It's just been like, we just thought he was going to do it, and then he was going to get tired of it, and then he was going to cut it. We just really was waiting for that moment. Even his mom was like, "When are you cutting that stuff off your face?" And he wouldn't cut it.
All the men in my family.
So now he is back.
All the men in my family have beards. It's very strange. All of them.
Really?
Every one of them. Yep.
Huh.
Yep.
Well, listen, with this 100-degree weather, I bet he's happy he cut it off.
Yeah, right? You're not wrong. No. Wow.
Yeah. So that was a good thing. We talked him into that. I forgot to tell you about that.
Yeah.
That was our big coup. And Lauren goes to her pageant next week.
Okay.
She's ready. I think we have one more rehearsal tomorrow with her coach, and then look, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. Mm-hmm. I feel better about this year than I did last year, because last year everything was so new to me.
Yep.
But now that I've figured it out and I know how it works and I know what's what, I'm just like, okay, it is what it is. So
I think she'll do well.
I
think she'll do well. I do.
I think she will too.
I think she'll do well.
But you know what? The thing is, I keep telling her, I'm like, you know what? Regardless of what others see in you and how they want to score you on their scorecards, just know you've had a lot of personal growth this past year. Like, she has grown so much. For someone who has never done any type of public speaking or had ever been on a stage before she stepped on that stage.
Right.
I wouldn't be able to do it. I would not. I'm too shy to do that kind of stuff.
Yeah, no,
I
it's not
would
my
not
thing.
be able to do what she does.
No, it's not my thing.
No.
My
And
mother
she
would be
does
happy
it
if I
with
did,
no
but no.
problem.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I can only do public speaking on a topic that I am comfortable with, which is usually my business. Like I
Right.
can talk about that all day long. But to go up there and just model and
No.
talk, oh
It's,
no. No. That is not my
me,
thing.
me and my hair
No.
just would not cooperate enough to do anything like that.
Girl,
Oh my
her hair
god.
is not cooperating right now either.
She looked good when
Trying to keep her hair.
I saw a post yesterday.
It's good.
It looked good. Was that an old picture or something? No.
No, that was new. She just got her hair done
She looked good.
Friday.
Oh, she looked good.
And the problem is this. To take those pictures, we were outside less than 2 minutes. I swear. We walked outside, snap, 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 went back in. And she had already started perspiring all
Ah,
around her
okay.
hairline.
Yeah.
And I said, girl,
And you guys have
if you sweat
humidity.
this hair out
Yeah.
a ton, you go outside. You know how when you walk into a sauna and you
Yeah.
get that burst of hot moisture?
I remember from Texas, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, she it's not fun here. It's not fun here. But I don't know. I think I'd rather have this heat than a really dry heat. I've been in areas that had like really dry heat,
I've
and
had
I
both.
can't breathe in that.
I've had both. Um, yeah. I don't know. I mean, I grew up on an island, so I'm kind of used to the humidity. Um, I'm not a huge fan of the dry heat, but it's not bad when there's a wind. Except we were out today. We went to the grocery store and we walked out of the store and it was windy. So you see the trees moving. You think in your head, you think, oh, a breeze, yay! No, no,
No.
no. It was like getting hit with a huge hair dryer. It was just like, and then it takes your breath away, and it's like no, no. Get me in the air conditioning. I need air conditioning, and I don't like that. I need air conditioning. I don't like that. So
Yeah.
I think I'm a coastal.
Yeah.
I'm still a coastal person. I should be on the coast. Yeah. Do you want
I
to?
definitely prefer humidity over that dry heat because I feel like with humidity, my skin is always kind of damp,
Right.
but in dry heat, I feel like I'm just burning.
You know what?
Like there's no moisture to. I'm just burning.
I didn't have half as many wrinkles as I do now when I was in the humidity because you don't need moist. You don't need as much moisturizer. But in the
You
dry
don't.
desert, it just sucks up every single piece of any moisture that you put on your skin, and no, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Like it's not good
Yeah.
for us white people. It's not good. No. White white people should not be in the desert. There's a reason that my
but they
DNA
can.
is the reason that my DNA is from like the north. I have no DNA from any southern region. Well, actually, that's not true. I do have some from Fiji and Australia, but that doesn't count. Um, the majority of my DNA is from northern mountain, snowy places. I'm a Celtic Viking. I should not be in. We we do not belong in the deserts. We just don't. I don't know what it is. Do you know what I did? You know what I
Oh
did?
my
I
god.
was gonna take a picture and send it to you, and you'll laugh. I had I hadn't been sleeping, so I had these. You know how people get under eye circles and they get dark marks under their eyes? I don't get that. I get like pockets. I get round
Oh.
pockets of fluid like build up on
Mhm.
my cheekbones. So I
Mhm.
thought, and normally I can deal with it. Just I rub my face, and it's fine. and it hasn't been too bad. I went through a period last week where I wasn't sleeping very well, and I wanted to try this new geisha thing. I ended up I did this massage on my face, and I ended up with, hand to God, and I didn't leave the house for like 3 days. Actually, no, I did. I did, but I had big sunglasses on, so it was totally fine because. And nobody asked it. Nobody said a thing. I had red marks. I had the blood rushed to my face here, across here, in 2 lines. I had like 2 big lines across my cheekbones, one across my forehead and one on my chin. Because I guess you're not supposed to do it very, very hard, and I didn't. But it was so bad. Like the pockets of fluid on my cheeks were so bad that in order to get rid of them, I guess I used a little bit too much pressure. So all of the blood rushed to my skin, and I ended up with like these blood vessels all popping and everything right across my face. So even when I had big sunglasses on, I had these red marks. Only in Las Vegas and Los Angeles could you walk out of the house looking like that and nobody says anything to you. But it was so bad, and I don't know, I don't think you can see it, but I have a mark right now, right here, and I don't know what I did. I was putting cream on, and I think I maybe rubbed too hard. But it's like a rug burn. It's like somebody took my face and just like rubbed my face across the carpet. Like somebody punched me. Well, it wasn't bruised.
You're always trying some new facial stuff. Like you use a lot of different things.
Well, because I can't figure out what works.
I never put anything on.
I never used to. But now I'm like, okay, well, I don't know. There's a lot of pressure for people to.
And I probably,
you're white.
I probably need.
You don't need it.
I gotta say, I probably need to, but I just don't have the patience to figure it out.
That's the problem.
I do have very sensitive skin. Yeah, I have very sensitive skin. I will break out from weird stuff. And so I just don't even mess with it. But let me tell you what I discovered. I am losing my hair. Not my hair on my head. I'm losing like my eyebrows.
Oh, I wish.
They're so thin now.
I wish I was.
I have to color them in with a pencil.
Oh, no.
I haven't done that yet, but I need to.
The day that I come on here and I say, Lynn, I had to color in my eyebrows, that will be when I am really old and I'm done. I'm just done. Because right now I have my father's eyebrows. They're ridiculous. So I cannot relate. There is so much hair on my head and on my eyebrows. It is ridiculous. And yet I don't have to shave my legs anymore more than maybe once every other week. There's not like nothing.
I stopped shaving my legs about 15 years ago.
I don't
have to, and I had to shave like every other day.
Yeah.
Like I was always like a lot of hair.
Yeah.
I did not have to shave. I didn't even realize it until one day I looked at my legs. I was like, oh, I probably need to go ahead and shave. And I had no hair on my legs. I'm like, what happened? Like it just went away.
Yeah. It just doesn't grow back the way it used to.
I am losing hair. I have no hair anywhere. And now it's coming out of my eyebrows. And I'm just kind of like, I don't mind not having hair anywhere else, but I don't want to lose my eyebrows. I don't want to be one of those people that go and have to have it tattooed on. Because I'm afraid if I really keep drawing them on to the point, they're going to smudge and they're going to be like all looking, because I'll forget and I'll touch my face and they'll be all over the place.
This is what I'm worried about. I mean, somebody asked me the other day about Botox. They asked me if I've ever thought about it. And I was like, are you being mean? Like, I didn't think it was that bad. Like, I don't think it's that bad. But I'm like, okay. You know what? I am not opposed to it. Here's the thing. My answer was very clear. I don't know that I can make the commitment because in my head, all I keep thinking of is, okay, it would be fine now. I'm in my 50s. But what happens when I'm in my 80s? Do I still have to be doing that? And getting, like, and will I remember?
Right.
And what happens if you've been doing it for 30 years and then all of a sudden you forget, or you're old and you're just like, I don't want to do it
Does it
anymore.
all just kind of sag?
Yes. Does it come
Does
back?
it look like melted candle
Yeah.
wax? if you
Yeah.
stop?
Does it come back like everything, all the years? Does it just wham? Like, I don't know.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it just completely relaxes,
Right?
and you're just like looking like a dripping candle, and it's just like all like
right?
sad.
That is what I'm afraid of. So
I need to see somebody who has stopped.
But we can't, because they haven't had it long enough and people haven't been doing it long enough that we know what happens, right? We just don't. Because those people aren't going to go out in public. They're going to hide. I want to see those people. But my other problem is every single thing that I see, either a commercial or some kind of marketing, it's always women in their 30s, and they don't need it. So please, if you're going to do marketing, please do it with somebody who actually we can see a definite before and after. Like, because you always see these women in their 30s and they're like, oh my God, I'm going to turn 40 and I
Right.
need to, I've got wrinkles and I need to get rid of my wrinkles. And you're like, where the fuck are your wrinkles? Where? Take the filter off. Turn the filter off and show us why before the age of 40 do you need Botox? Because that means you haven't been taking care of yourself up until now. And now all of a sudden you decided you need to. That's okay if that's what you have to do. But for me, I need to see somebody my age. I need to see a before and after. I want to see, because I'm always afraid that I'm gonna be that one where they hit a nerve, and then I'm gonna forever be like this. Or I'm going, this side of my face is gonna be drooping like Tim Allen in Christmas with the Cranks, and I'm gonna drink my coffee and it's gonna all dribble down the front of me. That's gonna be me. Like, that will be me. That is my biggest fear, is they'll hit a nerve and I'll be ruined forever. That's just so yes, I try a lot of the other things because at least it doesn't do permanent damage. It just makes my face all red and everything. I don't know. This aging thing is not easy. Who the hell knows? So, is your audio gone? Aaron, where's your
I
audio?
think
Oh,
I'm
there it
just
is.
gonna like, it's like to moisturize and go.
Yeah, but you were a different melanated skin than I
fair enough.
am.
Rose water.
Rose water and olive oil. My grandmother used olive oil, and she didn't have a wrinkle on her face to the day she died. But no,
My mom used olive oil. Well, she drank it. She drank the olive oil, like a cap of olive oil a day.
I've heard
She would
that.
drink it. And she said it makes your skin clear and glowy, and it makes your hair grow and your nails strong. And I gotta say, I mean, it checked all the boxes for her. I just don't like the taste of olive oil going down my throat, like not on a carrot stick or something. I need it in something.
Again, you got to
I cook
remember
with
to do
olive
it.
oil.
But you got to remember to do it.
Yeah. Only thing I remember to do is drink my coffee in the morning. That's all I remember,
Right?
as far as that goes. It's
yeah.
like the rest of it is too much.
Do you know how many
It's too
people
much.
have asked me if I'm drinking hot coffee when it's like 110? We've had people in the
Yes.
studio and they're like, "Are you drinking hot coffee?" I'm like, "Yeah." Why?
Yes. Yes. That's like asking someone, do they drink cold water or cold tea or cold soda in the wintertime?
Right? Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You
Do you,
still drink it.
I've seen people have ice cream in the middle of winter. I've seen people drink
Yeah.
ice coffee when it's
Ice in
snowing
winter.
outside. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That's weird. Why
that
would we stop drinking hot
yeah.
things
To
just
me,
because
that's weird.
it's hot outside? It is.
Yes, but I am looking forward to. We are getting our pool fixed, right, Aaron? Yes. We finally figured everything out with the insurance company. Our insurance agent got fired. We didn't do it. Had nothing to do with us. I just want to make that very clear. She must have done something. I don't know what she did, but she got fired. And the person who replaced her, it was automatic. Okay, let's do it. We'll get you your everything fixed up and squared away by the end of next week. So hopefully this week we will see some progress, and maybe we will be able to go swimming sometime this month. Fingers crossed.
That would be nice.
Fingers crossed. Yes,
That would
because
be nice.
my back,
Look,
my
everything is working out.
my backyard is a
You're
mess.
getting your
Ugh, it's awful.
why?
Because everything that was, because
Why?
the pool pump was on the side of the house or beside the house, so everything that was there all got moved to the back. And they're really particular about what you touch and what you fix and what you don't touch, and you can't do anything because then you're violating the insurance agreement or something. I don't know. So you have to just leave everything where they put it, and you can't try and straighten anything or fix anything, and it just, yeah. So hopefully they're going to clear all that up. And then the pool is a mess because we've had weather, and it's been since November, and there's nothing we can do. We can't clean it without it running. So it'll be nice to look out the living room doors and see a nice pool instead of a swamp. That would be nice. Yeah.
So once it's fixed, they will actually drain it, refresh it, have it. All that is covered underneath the insurance, or
I don't,
you guys have to still do that part.
I think do we still have to do that part, Aaron? Clean everything, the pool and everything, or they do it? Yeah, we have to do that part. But we can't do it until we have the pump done and fixed and running, because otherwise we're just, if you drain all of the water out and it's 110, 108, 115 degrees, it'll crack. It'll crack the pool. So we have to have at least a little bit of water in there. But every time the wind blows, it blows stuff into the pool, and it gets worse, and algae and crap like that. So hopefully, because we sit here and we've got cameras on our house, and the people across the street, both houses across the street have pools, and we can see the pools, and it looks so nice and so pretty. It's like, oh, okay. So
Like a mirage.
yeah. I was like, oh, that's nice. That's really pretty. Yeah. Oh, well. It'll get fixed. Anyway, that'll all get done. One thing at a time.
Look, I haven't heard you say anything about Tink in a while.
Tink is just sitting there because we have been so busy with work, with the app and everything, we haven't been able to take her anywhere. We haven't had any time. So she's still there.
Poor Tink.
She's still there. We do
Yeah.
want to take her out.
Take some pictures with her.
Yeah, we're gonna take her out.
Yeah, take some pictures with Tink.
Yeah, we're gonna take her out.
Tink needs her own Facebook page.
Right?
She needs her own social media account. Maybe
She does.
Maybe an Instagram page or something.
We thought about actually just taking her down to there's circus. We talked about that, which is kind of funny because we thought, you know what, they still have it. There used to be like a really nice campground type of deal right outside Circus on the Strip, And that was way back in the day. And they didn't get rid of it completely, but now it's kind of just a parking lot type of situation. But you can, it still has hookups and everything, and you can still use it. So we thought maybe, worst case scenario, we should just take Tink down and camp right there outside Circus, and there we could film and do a podcast right there with the strip in the background, because that would be fun.
That would be nice.
I'm
Yeah,
not
that'd
I'm
be
not a
cool.
huge fan of parking lot camping. But I mean, I guess it's better than nothing, right? That might be fun. Be live from the strip. Here we are in the parking lot. Probably very hot
I
at
mean,
this
I
time of
think
year,
you should
though.
do something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe wait till the fall to do it.
Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. Oh, but tomorrow,
Yeah.
my twins turn 25. I know. I know. I know. This time 25 years ago, I was making an appointment to get my hair done and go shopping and do all my nesting and everything, and I was not planning on having 3 babies this time tomorrow. Yeah, that was kind of a shocker, but they are going to be 25 tomorrow. What the hell? Where did the time go? It just, I blinked. And they,
I can't even wrap my mind around that. I'm feeling so ancient right now because,
you are.
wow, 25.
I know. Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking about Jaden the other day because he's 22 now, and I was like trying to remember like when he was maybe 2 or 3, what I was thinking at that point about his future. Like, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, by the time he's 15 or 20, and and it just seems so far away
Yep.
when he was little, and now for him to be 22, and I gave him his adult certificate.
His adult
He,
certificate?
my kids have to graduate. Yeah, 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 yeah. They have to, well, their grown up certificate. They have to graduate into being a grown up. So you're an adult when you turn 18, right?
Right.
But you're not a grown up until you can take care of yourself and you don't need your parents to take care of you. So
Okay.
he finally crossed over to being a grown up.
Okay.
So he had his adult certificate. Now he has his grown up certificate. And I don't mean no harm, but I got a little teary eyed. I was like, he doesn't, he's a full grown adult. Like, he's a man.
Yeah. Wow. I keep thinking,
Because when they're in college and they still need you don't think about it like that. You still think
no.
about that's your.
Yeah.
But no, he has his own apartment. He has his car. He has a good job. He's running a business. He has a little girlfriend. Like,
Yep.
I don't know.
It
I don't,
happens.
I don't know. I
It
don't know.
happens. I know. I keep
He's a
thinking
grown up.
about where I was when I was 25. That, wow. It just, very different.
Where were you? What were you doing?
25. I was in Spain. I was living, no. Was I living in Spain? I think I was living in Spain. In Madrid. I was living my best life in Madrid. Just not a care in the world. No, I was taking care of myself. I didn't have to look after anybody. I just had to look after myself, make sure I was safe and I was taken care of, and figuring out my life in another in Spain. Yeah. I think that's where
Wow.
I think that's where I was. Pretty sure that's where I was.
When I was when I was 25, I was in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By
Out in Florida.
yourself?
Yeah. Again, no, I got married at 18, so I wasn't by myself. But I was still living my best life.
Married at 18. I did not know you were married at 18. We've never talked about that before, but wow. Wow. There
Oh
is no
yeah.
way I
I
could have
got
been
married at
married at
18.
18. I was not even close to being a grown up when I was 18. Wow. And I lived on my
Yep.
own,
I
but
got
I was
married.
not a grown up. I was not ready. I was, yeah, no. Mm-mm. No.
Yeah, I just didn't have kids till I was like 30, but I think I had Jaden at 31. So yeah. Yeah, but
Okay.
I was married at 18.
Wow.
Yep. And did everything I wanted to do. I did all my little traveling and all the things.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I couldn't even imagine any of my kids
Nope.
coming home to me talking about they're getting married.
Nope.
Like, no, you're not.
Oh, no. No,
Like,
you're not.
what?
No, can you imagine?
But you know what? I think Gen Xers, we actually grew up a lot sooner than the kids now. Like, we were
Yeah.
taking care of ourselves, and if you had siblings, if you were the eldest and you had siblings underneath of you, you were basically managing a household while your parents were at work when you were like 12 years old. So it's kind of like we grew up differently. I couldn't even imagine having my 12 or 13-year-old do some of the things that I did. Like, my kids not even allowed to walk around the block to take the
Yeah,
dog right
no.
now. It's
No.
like
Yeah.
they they just can't roam. But I would be all the way down to a whole different subdivision on my bicycle,
Yeah.
and my parents would even, it was just a different mentality, and
I
we were more mature at an earlier age.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when I say I wasn't
Yeah.
a grown up when I was 18, I don't mean the same as now. I mean, like, I was living on my own. I remember my first night away from home in my apartment, and the toilet overflowed. And my roommates were out, and I had to deal with it on my own my very first night by myself. And that was when I figured everything. I had to figure it out. I couldn't call my dad. He was too far away. I didn't know the number for the super. And I didn't know if I had to pay him if he came to fix it, and I didn't want to have a strange man come in the apartment. It was late at night. So I did what I had to do. I figured it out. I investigated everything, took the lid off of the back, and figured out how everything worked and fixed the toilet. And then I had to clean everything up. And I mean, I was cooking for myself and going to school and doing all the things, but I can't imagine my kids doing that when they were 18. I just can't. I
No.
just can't.
Yeah. No.
No, but I mean, my parents would go
Yeah.
away, and the four of us would be at home looking after ourselves when I was a teenager. So,
Yeah.
I mean, granted,
Yeah.
they didn't do that for until we
I
were
mean,
old enough, but
went my parents went on full vacations for like a week. They would go to
yeah,
Niagara Falls.
yeah,
They would go to, Cozumel and Jamaica. And I was home
yep,
as a teenager. I'd be maybe about 15, and
yeah,
just me at home. I know how to go to school. I know how to do the things I need to
yeah,
do at home or whatever. And you learned, I mean, I was like 8 years old when I learned that you don't, when you come home from school, I had my little key around my neck. I walk home from school and unlock the door, lock the door. You don't let nobody in, and you don't get on the phone and tell everybody you're home by yourself. You just
yeah.
kind of sit there, eat your cereal, and watch TV. So
I,
it was like, I couldn't even imagine
it,
giving my children that kind of responsibility in this day and age.
but it's funny that that was the biggest concern. The biggest concern our parents had was whether or not we anybody else knew that we were home alone.
Yep.
Their concern was
Yep. That
not
was
that
it.
we their concern was not that we were home alone. It was that other people, you don't
Nope.
want other people to know that you're home alone. Like what
Yep.
about, like fire or, flood,
Nope. They didn't even consider it.
pestilence.
Didn't even consider it.
Like
Nope.
there was no discussion about whether or not don't do this or don't do that, or like when Aaron and I go away and the kids are here, they're in their 20s and we still give them a big list of don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Now I know that they won't, and I know they can handle everything because they're grown-ups, but I still, in my head, I go through a list of, I don't want to see these things happening when I'm gone, and I don't really care if they have a party. They don't know enough. They don't have enough friends to do that. But my concern is, if something happens, these are the things that you need to do because we live in a city. Anything can happen. Like one time we were we were away and poor Rory phoned us at about 1 a.m. and he's whispering on the phone and we're like, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "No, there's some homeless guy that's looking in the window." Like, well, then get away from the window. What do you mean? Call the police. He's like, well, I don't want to call the police because I don't want to talk to the police. I don't want the police to come here because then I got to talk to the police and I don't want to talk to the police. And I'm like, but there's somebody looking in your window. He's like, it's okay. I just closed the blinds. What?
Oh my God.
Yeah, well, he's sleeping on the front.
Why
He's
was
sleeping
he whispering?
because he was looking at the guy, like
was he
talking on the
whispering
phone
with
and
the
looking at the guy. And I'm like, would you get away from the window? Go in the kitchen. Like, you don't have to be standing there looking at the guy. It turns out it was what
That
was
is
wrong with him? He
hilarious.
just had surgery or something. Yeah, it was someone who was unhoused, unhoused, um, and he had just had surgery or something, and he had been on his way to wherever he was going, and he cut through our neighborhood, and he just got tired, and he was just lying down, and he saw the light on in Rory's room and thought he would take a look and see what was going on. It was totally harmless, but still, these are not things that you normally think about before you leave, and now we have to go through the list, and yeah, I don't know. Just stuff always happens in my world, so there is an extra list of things that I have to go through, like don't do this and don't do that, and if this happens, then this is what you need to do. So they're learning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what do you have going on for this week other than Miss Lauren going to her pageants? What are you up to? Going with
Well,
her?
Aaron's turning 20. Yeah, I'm going with her. The whole family's going, and Aaron turns 20 on the 8th.
Oh my God.
So we'll be celebrating his birthday this week. I know.
Wow.
20.
Wow. Yeah,
Yeah.
see, now I feel old.
So we'll be. See?
Well, I know, but I remember
we'll be-
seeing pictures of him when he was little, like on social media when we met. He was
Little.
little. And I know there's a
Yeah.
lot of people on
Yeah, 'cause
social
we
media
met in
that.
what, 2000? Was it 2012 or 2010 when we met?
10. So, Tegan was 10.
2010.
Tegan was only 10. Tegan is now 26. So, it's been a while.
See?
It's been a minute. Yeah. I like to think of it as a soap opera. You and I are not aging, but they are. Do you know what I
No.
mean? Like, that's...
So Aaron was only like 4.
yeah.
Aaron was like 4 and Jaden was 6.
Yeah, everybody was very little. My kids were little
They
when
were
we met.
babies.
Mine were in elementary school. Yeah, that was another state and
Yeah.
and like 3, 4, 5 schools ago. We've been through a few schools. Yeah, elementary.
Yes, because when I met you, you were in Texas. You
Yep.
were in Texas.
And they were in
Yep.
regular school, and then we moved them to private school, and then we moved, we
Mhm.
moved here, and Rory was the only one who was in school, and then COVID, and it's just, it goes fast. I blinked.
It does. It does. I
I had
think I don't even know. It went so fast.
I've had different hair
So
colors.
you did.
I've
Yeah.
had many different hair
You did.
colors.
Well, I did too. Like, I mean,
Yes, you have.
I had
You've had
blonde hair, I
long
had
hair,
good
you've had
hair,
short hair.
short
Yeah.
hair.
Yeah.
Yep. I've had black hair, gray hair, brown hair. Like,
Yep.
yeah,
I'm actually
we've
thinking
gone
of
through.
going and finding a blonde wig just because Aaron's
How
shaking
you
his
gonna
head.
put a wig on with
Because
all that
all of
hair?
these people seem to feel that it's okay to tell me how I should look to make them feel better. I don't understand. But now it's AI is doing the same thing to me. Every time I put in a picture of AI
I
in
saw
AI,
that.
they keep Mar-a-Lagoing me, and it's starting to really annoy me.
I said, why is her hair always yellow?
I keep putting in there, my hair is white, it is not yellow. Please stop changing my hair color. And then it still does it. But it does some weird thing to my nose, and I don't know. Anyway,
It makes it sharp. It
yes,
gives you a
it gives me
very
a
patrician
very
nose.
white person nose.
Yes, a very
Yes.
patrician nose, and
Yes. And
your
little
lips are thinner.
and little tiny eyes that are
Yeah,
I don't know.
you
But
do look like you do look like the girl in the Trump administration with her name Levitt.
yes, every single time I end up looking like
You
Carolyn
do.
Lovett. Yes.
Yeah, you do. You
Yes.
do.
It's
I had to pull a
generic.
picture of her and say I had to do the side by side. I was like, wow,
Yeah,
is
right?
she now the template
I
for
don't know.
AI?
I don't know. I don't know. I've put in so many different pictures trying to see if it will change it, and every single time it's the same picture. I'm like, okay, what are you doing? Why? Like, I guess I'm just a generic blonde. So I'm thinking of getting a blonde wig because there have been more than, like, people keep saying to me, you know, if you had blonde hair, you'd be really pretty. I'm like, you know what? If you stop talking, you'd be really intelligent. Like, why are we having this conversation? Why do you feel it's okay to say that to me? Is it because you are afraid of aging, so seeing me with natural hair, that bothers you? Like, what? Why does it bother you that I don't have blonde hair? I don't get it. What?
I don't get it either.
And
I
where?
think your hair is gorgeous.
I think that if I colored my hair at this point, it wouldn't look normal.
It
I
wouldn't
would
look
look like I'm
normal.
coloring my
No.
hair, right?
Coloring your hair, exactly.
And
Yeah.
do you
That's
have
the
any idea
way
how
I
much
feel.
it
I
would
feel like if I go
cost?
back to coloring my hair, I would do like that. Girl,
Do you have any idea how much it would cost me to go blonde
because
at
you
this
have
point?
so much hair,
Yeah.
they're gonna charge you.
Oh
They're
yeah.
gonna charge you a lot of money because you
Oh yeah.
have so much hair.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I was upset
It's
when
not
I
worth
went
it.
and I got it cut 2 weeks ago, and I told them I didn't want to lose any of the length, and they ended up cutting off about this much.
Oh wow,
It's yeah, I'm like, wow,
that's
okay.
a lot.
That was not okay. Yeah. So I wasn't I mean, it doesn't look terrible. It looks good, but it wasn't what I said I wanted, and I'm a little tired of that too.
Right.
If I go to a hairdresser and I tell them what I want and I show them the picture and they are my hairdresser and they've been working with me for a long time, don't do what you want to do. Please do what I want to do. So that kind of
Yeah.
annoyed me, but that's okay. It's okay. It's summertime and my hair grows really fast. So I can't wear it down anyway. It's too hot. Ugh. Anyway, it is now almost 8 o'clock, which means for you it is very late. Has your air conditioning
Almost
kicked
11.
in? Has your air conditioning kicked in yet? No? Or is the husband
Maybe.
still working on it?
Maybe. No, it is cooler in here.
Okay.
Um, so maybe it's
Or
not like it was before. I didn't pay attention to it before, but now that you say something,
yeah.
I can tell the difference. Yeah, so I think he got it working just fine.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
thank
good.
goodness.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I have a busy week. We'll be gone. I won't be able to do a show next Sunday because we'll be coming back on Sunday.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
well, let me not say that because now that I think about it, we'll be back Sunday morning. So yeah, I probably can do a show on Sunday because I think I'll be excited to tell you what happened.
Yes.
So yeah,
Okay.
let's plan to do a show
Okay.
next Sunday because we'll come back in the morning. I should be back home by 11 o'clock in the morning, so we should be good.
Okay. And I am going to be starting
Okay.
a Monday through Friday podcasts. That is going to be starting next week, and Brett and I will be filming it this week. Yes. So we're gonna
Oh, it won't be live.
no. Well, it might be, but it depends because it's awfully difficult to coordinate both of us at the same time. Plus, I think we're going to be doing it, we're going to be running it in the morning. And we both know I don't do that. So, no, probably not. It probably won't be live. But we'll make it look like it's live. So don't tell anyone. Um, so I think we're gonna film it. We're gonna film 5 in one day, and then we'll just run them Monday through Friday. So, and
Oh, I like that idea.
it'll be so that it'll be about Las Vegas and everything that's going on, and about the app and how to use the app, because Aaron keeps adding everything to the app and making it more and more and more, and people need to know how to use it properly. So we're gonna do a segment on that every morning, and hopefully get that up and running. So that's coming.
So will you have to change your outfit for
Yes.
each show?
Yes. So we'll make it look like it's live, or
Yeah,
at least it'll
yeah,
look like we filmed it every day. Which is
yeah.
it's that's usually how most shows do it when it's every day. They don't usually film every day. They just do it all in
Mhm.
one day. So we'll do the same thing. Get it done and over with, and then just run it. We'll see.
Okay.
That's my week, I think. So
Very
tomorrow I
good.
have to sit and come up with all the different things that we're gonna do and actually produce, do my job. Yay! It would be nice if I could go for a swim afterwards, but that's okay. We'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there.
Patience. Patience. I
Yeah,
think I broke my
patience.
pinky toe.
Oh dear. Does it hurt?
It is the size, yes, and it's
Okay.
the size of like a sausage.
Oh.
And I can't move. Every time I try to move it, it like the pain shoots up through my foot, through my leg. So what happened was when I was coming in here to get ready to set up,
Mm-hmm.
I hit my toe on one of the chair legs,
Oh, I've done. Oh, ow.
and I felt it. I was like, "Ow, it hurts." Whatever. But then I was like, "Okay, I'll just walk it off." You know how the sting will just kind of go away after a while. Well, now it's like just sitting here throbbing,
Oh
and I looked at
no.
my foot, and it's like humongous.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
You might want
Wouldn't
to
that
take
be
some
wouldn't that be
ibuprofen.
interesting that I have to go, girl? I have to go out of town. So now I got to go out of town with a broken pinky toe.
There is nothing they can do, even if you do go to a doctor. They can't do anything.
Nothing. There's
No.
nothing they can do.
They'll just tell
Okay.
you to put it up. Put ice on it and put it up. Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah. So we're both
All
wearing
right.
headbands.
Well, have a safe and happy week.
I will.
Look, I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to talk about politics tonight, but we still have to address the 250th 4th of July thing in Washington, D.C.?
Yes, we do. So you do have to come back next week because yes, I would like to have that conversation because, yeah.
We gotta talk about that one.
Yeah. I think everybody should talk about that because yeah. Anyway, we will talk about that next week. And from me and from Lynn, from everybody in Go Live Vegas, we will see you next week. Have a good week, have fun, and have a safe trip.
Thank you. Bye, guys.